Well, hello, this is Rochelle, and welcome to my channel. Today I wanted to play a bit in my ESV interleaved Bible. This is a Bible that has a blank page in between each page, so it's quite a chunky Bible, and I did a quick kind of review on it with my first Elaroots process that I did in this Bible, Elaroots printable process. And I like this Bible. I've always been intimidated by it, so it's the first time that I'm working in one, just because the idea of a full open page scared me a little bit. But I'm all about conquering fears, and I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to get a square or rectangular box in this page that I would be able to leave white. Obviously, I wanted one with straight edges, so I wasn't quite sure how to go about it, but in the end just folded over the washi strips so that it forms proper corners. So this will act as kind of a mask with washi. Whenever you put it as a mask, you want to take the worst of the stickiness off by either putting it onto your jeans or your blanket or wherever you're coloring, or even on the back of your hand or somewhere where there's excess fibers or something to stick to it, to take off the worst of the stickiness of the washi tape, so that when you tear it off or pull it off at the end, when you're done, that it won't be as tacky and won't tear your pages. So I'm going for a bit of a rainbow effect. I'm using my Faber-Castell Goldfarber aqua pencils. These are a watercolor pencil that activates with water. And I'm not following any specific procedure when coloring with these. I kind of just want to lay down rainbow colors in the background that I'm going to blend with using a baby wipe. So using gradients of the rainbow colors into one another, blending it into one another. And there's no rhyme or reason with how. I just wanted to have a background. That's pretty much that. I recently did some Skillshare classes on Skillshare, obviously, and learned a few things about drawing or sketching, and I've been trying these out, or these types of sketches out, with ink, using the Faber-Castell Pit Artist pens in an S and an XS nib. Like I said, trying to teach myself and push myself out of my boundaries to get it done a bit better. I'm going to use a HB pencil, and this is one of the sketches that I did in hospital recently. I was admitted for an infusion and had some extra time and wanted to thank the nurses, so I kind of played around with some images that I saw. And so I'm just drawing these wildflowers here that I'm going to be going over in an S nib and an XS nib for the shadowing, etc., etc. And like I said, it's not, if I can do it, I'm an accountant, really. It's just practicing and allowing yourself to work through that place where you feel like it doesn't look like anything, or it's not as good as someone else's, etc., etc. Don't compare, just try, practice, 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 practice. So for the inners, it's like a whole bunch of spiky M shapes, and then the rest is just shadowing and playing around, really just playing around with shapes and perspective and the way you would see it, the way it's facing, etc., etc. I'm going to be drawing 2 of these, and I'm going to be leaving them in black on top of this blended background. So you saw that I quite easily erased the pencil marks over this already blended Goldfarber aqua pencil page or space. It actually turned out pretty good. I'm enjoying learning about the pencils and about what the products can and cannot do. Very much enjoying learning. So now I'm going to change the view of this flower and do it on the other side. Now, why the flower? Because Luke 12, verse 28 speaks of how God takes care of even the flowers, the grass, the things that wither and fade away. God takes care of even those. And how much more will He then not take care of me too? Hello, Rochelle. Can you open your ears and listen? Stop stressing and listen. God says that He's got this. I don't need to worry. I don't need to figure it out. If God is big enough and powerful enough and strong enough and able enough and has enough resources to take care of a wildflower, of something that literally is there for a small little season, seemingly insignificant. If God can do even that, won't He so much more take care of me? And you've known that recently I have looked up in the Passion Translation all of these beautiful verses just because it kind of speaks to my heart. It has the bit of dramatic flair to it, and I very much enjoy that. Just like I said, really, really, really speaks to my heart. And so I want to encourage you to look it up in different translations. I know that for my upcoming Bible journaling class with my girls, I looked at the Message version of Matthew 11, verse 28, and it speaks of learning the unforced rhythms of grace. So it helps to sometimes look it up in different translations. And for space wise and writing it out, I literally just use my own handwriting, a bit neater, I hope. And I penciled it out. I've learned this now, that sometimes when I go in with a pen straight away, there's no planning involved, and so I run out of space or my lines become skew or whatever. So just pencil it out for yourself. It takes nothing to, do it over. And it eliminates the risk of making a mistake. The Passion Translation says, if God can clothe the fields and meadows with grass and flowers, can't He clothe you as well? Oh, struggling one with so many doubts. Yeah, I'll see you again later. Bye-bye.